This is Smithy.tv.
3, 2, 1. Hey, Kenny Robinson here. This is my buddy Tim Steves. You're coming back here to breaking down the news. Tim is a stand-up supreme, award-winning writer, and just a man that enjoys and squeezes every bit of life that he can. And I'm glad to say I've had him here for my guest for today, this week's guest, and. He's very political, as need be, because you need to write for the political comic in the country, Rick Mercer.
Yeah.
So, what do you make of this whole thing with Donald Trump? Is that too much fun?
Well, yeah, we don't have anybody that colorful, do we, in Canada? In the Canadian landscape, it's
Well,
very rare to get that much.
If we did, we would charge him with hate speech.
Right. He'd be quieted pretty quick, wouldn't he?
He would face fines and possible jail term for what he says.
Oh man, Trump's just beautiful in his ignorance. It's just like, oh my God.
But his ignorance is, you say he's beautiful, but maybe this is why the polls are showing him going up every time he says something.
No way. What kind of a number are we looking at? Wouldn't it be akin to like Howard Stern running on the left side? Wouldn't he poll like about the same number?
Nah, because the Stern people aren't going to fill out a poll. That's too much work for them to do.
They might roll it up.
If they can't yell "Baba-wee," then that's enough for them. Okay, so first of all, Donald Trump, he's big on this whole, enforcing the borders now and the immigration laws of the United States and stand in line. And then people brought it up to him, and then he wants to bring back jobs from China. Mm-hmm. So he shot his mouth off. So now Macy's cut his deal with him. He's lost his TV shows.
Yeah.
And it doesn't seem to afraid. He's unapologetic. I love that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at least he stands by his convictions, as backward as they are.
So what did he say to upset the Hispanic is not the word you want to use, Latino? When he said Mexico is the Mexican government is not our friend. They are hurting us. They're setting us, all their rapists and all their killers and all.
Right. He said they're murderers. No, they're rapists. I mean, it was not a good soundbite.
No, but it shot his ratings up, though. Everybody living in, because he had 10,000 people come to hear him speak in Arizona.
Well,
but these are the people that they're out in the desert and the sun gets to them.
It's true, man. Have you seen some of the local Phoenix, Arizona type legislature? Some of the laws they throw around are unbelievable.
And who's supporting them? That sheriff of Arapahoe County who makes the convicts eat rancid bologna and wear pink underwear. That just sounds
like right out of a movie, doesn't it?
The
sheriff of Arapahoe County.
Arapahoe, yeah.
Arapahoe County. Oh my God!
Stallone or Clint have to kill as they leave.
That doesn't sound like a place you want to be sent for your dime bag,
Well, he says if you break the law, this is what you get. So he's in for. But I mean, they've got all these militia groups now that are trying to guard the borders there.
Sure.
And then Trump said that he would build a wall, and he would make the Mexican government pay for it. Now I'm going, how do you pull that one off?
Yeah. Building a wall.
I don't know if I want Trump building any wall for security. I mean, the Trump condo here in Toronto had, 3 or 4 times big glass plates fell down on the street.
Just giant plates of glass flying around in the wind.
A whole wall of glass that somebody thought they were going to have in their penthouse.
And that stuff comes down at a pretty good pace.
Yeah, it's heavy, and fortunately there wasn't anybody within a block or they would have died.
Yeah.
So I guess maybe Donald hired non-union people to put those in or something.
How many Republicans are running currently? How many out of the clown car right
37, now? I think.
No way.
No, I think
no. It's 20. Is it 20 though?
I think I heard 21.
Wow. I mean, so Trump's not going to keep this going for very long, is he?
Well, he's the only one that the media is having fun with.
Yeah, fun for sure.
Well, they're having fun, but he's also drawing these crowds.
Yeah.
And now the point is, all the other Republicans are starting to circle on him. And then he took it a step further. He said something that I always kind of thought in the back of my head. So if he says the things that even Kenny Robinson won't say, you gotta love him. He said that
when he is less filter than Kenny.
He said that John McCain he goes, yeah, he's a hero. He was a prisoner of war. I like guys that don't get captured. And the shit hit the fan with that one. Now it's like,
that's really strong, though.
You've got no respect for their fighting men. But then I'm thinking, well, it's not really much different than what Patton said in the movie with George C. Scott. No son of a bitch ever won a war by dying for his country. He won it by making the others. So it's like my heroes, the guys I like, they don't get captured. The guys I really like, they don't get killed.
Right.
My guys, they get wounded, they walk it off, and then they shoot some more. So it's very, it's out there.
He's got a nice mix of billionaire arrogance mixed in with grade 5 logic, right? Like the fifth grader at recess kind of logic mixed in with this.
So if we had a Canadian Trump, what do you think he would say to upset the folks?
Well, he'd have to be farther right than what we've
have.
got, which is be pretty far,
But also, well, maybe not further than what we have, but maybe just more honest about it.
Yeah, right. That's right.
So
That's a great point, man.
So if we had
maybe just what we've got, but not his cloak and dagger.
So if we had a Canadian Trump,
yeah.
So would he take away Louis Riel's hero status?
Right.
In Manitoba?
Sure. Well, that's the kind of thing that's happening anyway, man. That's exactly the kind of shit that's happening quietly.
Getting back to our last segment,
Yes.
sorry, when we were talking about Kanye West, for those of you just coming in here now, do you know I wish that Kanye says at this at the Pan Ams, and then I'll forget all about it. I put it on Facebook. I was just thinking about it. We need a Canadian Trump, somebody to just shake things up here.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be great if Kanye said that Stephen Harper doesn't care about missing Aboriginal women? Could you imagine? First the gasp.
Yeah.
And then how dare you get your nose
Yes,
in our affairs and our business.
The layers of beautifulness of that are great. There's a lot of layers
so
there.
I think Canada needs a Trump. We need
Right.
somebody. I mean, we have Conrad Black, but he's never going to be anything political. He's always going to be Conrad
Right.
Black as being Conrad Black.
Yeah. There's nobody that really stirs the pot like that, man.
So how do you feel now? Are you leaning even more left than usual? I feel sold out, sort of, with, I used to think I wanted Trudeau.
Yeah, he's.
I like Hank Jr. because I liked Hank Sr.
Sure,
So,
but I've been disappointed with Hank Jr.
Yeah.
And Hank Jr. don't play it like Daddy.
No. And Justin went to Yay with a C-51.
Yeah, well, that's where he lost me, right?
Yeah.
So that's where I'm starting to really feel orange, is when he went C-51, I was like, mistake, bud, what are you doing? That would have been so easy for him to not do that and just,
But he said he had to cut that deal in order to get some other deals happening.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah. Yeah.
What was he trading for further down the road, to sell us out on that one?
Yeah, I'm worried, man.
But I also kind of lost my love for him when he said, when it comes to terrorists, we have to examine the root cause. I'm going, oh, not another one of these root causes.
The root cause guy, yeah.
Oh, I hate root causes.
Right.
Because anybody who ever said you have to examine the root cause is somebody who's never tried to remove a tree stump.
Right.
Because roots go very, very deep, man.
You got to call the guy for that.
You got to call. And he doesn't take that stump out gently, does he?
No, you got to call the guy and get your plastic out.
He doesn't massage the roots and say how long has this been a root, how deep is this? You just kind of rip it out and go, that's a terrible hole we left there.
Root cause.
Maybe something else can be put in there. Yeah, so anytime any politician or anytime anybody says you have to examine the root cause, they lose my ear.
Yeah.
Because that's just making excuses then, right? Mm-hmm. So, okay, so anyway, Donald Trump, we're almost speechless here with Donald.
Well, he's going to go away fast enough, man.
Well, he did last time.
Yeah, this isn't going to take much longer.
Except for this has cost him more money than it did last time.
Yeah.
But he brags that he has so much money. But the thing is, it doesn't look like he's losing any support. He may be losing gigs. When he lost his deal with Macy's, he said it upset him that he had to get it made in China. Because they threw that in. Well, why do you have your clothing line made in China? And he says, because I'd be out of business if I did it in America. Right. So I guess his whole idea is to bring in the legal Mexicans and have them make his line of clothing. But he says he's got to make jobs happen. Yeah. So, do you believe that the 1% are the job creators, or is that just some bullshit they say?
That's a lot of good bullshit, man.
That
is some really good bullshit. No. You know what they need to do, man? You know what? Nobody teaches banking 101 in fucking school, right? No one teaches a kid how to get a bank loan, how to pay it off on time, how to build their credit rating, so that by the time they get out of school, they've got a little bit of a credit rating, and then pretty quick they can build a little bit of wealth for themselves.
Well, that's what
they
your parents are supposed to teach.
Well,
you.
fair.
But who taught them?
Nobody. Yeah. Exactly. No one taught their parents either. You know, so that's the thing is school, they want to teach you how to take a frog apart in grade 12. They're not going to teach you banking 101. Get it? My brother's in that business, and he crunches deals for people to get cars and stuff like that. And he always says he turns the screen around for people. And he says the bank will never do that. The bank will never turn your screen around and show you exactly what's wrong and how to fix it.
And you know what? Your album collection is not much collateral when you try to get a car.
No, but you know what? All you have to do is get a credit card somehow. Prepay $500 credit card or whatever you have to do to get a little plastic. Put $100 on it, go spend $100 on it, and then pay the minimum payment every month exactly on time. And after 10 payments of $11, your credit rating will have bumped. That's how you manipulate credit rating. Pay it on time. Not the size of it doesn't really matter. And they will never tell you that, right?
Just as long as you keep giving them that minimum payment.
On time is the number one rule.
Right.
Never be late, never be...
Never give them more than you need to.
Well,
then all you do is you're paying off the interest.
This is my brother talking as far as if you want to build a credit rating.
Right.
And you've got a shitty credit rating and you just need to start from scratch. Get yourself a little plastic, put $100 on it, go buy it something for $100, and then just pay off the min 7, 8, 9 times in a row perfectly on time, and just doop, 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 and credit rating.
I think we should have really nasty drug dealers teach kids in school how to build up a credit rating. You pay me my money by Wednesday, or I fuck you up.
And that's it. And that's the bank talking.
Yeah.
If the bank
doesn't
the bank doesn't get their money on Wednesday, they will.
They screw you up, and your fingers are still good.
Yeah.
But you can't tap.
No, next thing
you know what else they don't teach us in school? I hate all the guidance counselors that I ever had. I know they all meant well. Mm-hmm. Kenny, I really think that maybe a welder might be a good profession. And if I had listened to them, I'd have a house paid off now.
Right.
But I'd have burns on my arm.
You'd be a shitty welder somewhere.
You know, but I'd be welding. And I'm going to go to Afghanistan and weld over there. They're paying $94 an hour.
Yeah.
And they pay you for the 24 hours. I wish that they had... there's nothing in school that ever teaches you how to become a real estate developer.
Right.
Like I always read somebody, real estate developer, and I went, damn.
That would have been good.
Hey, I would like to develop some real estate, you know? So,
how does one do that?
There's nothing in the back of a comic book. Now you too can be a big time, real estate developer. Something they never teach you how to go. It's like they want to give you the minimum read and write arithmetic, and then always say, okay, well, you should go to university. And
you better go be a working bee and toe the line, you know, and yeah.
But now it's almost saying, like, for kids, like my kids are almost, my middle daughter's getting to that university age, so they're almost like telling us, never mind university, you're better off going and get, for my son, like, go get a trade, go to a community college, go get something like that.
Well, if you get a skill or a trade, then they can't take that away from you.
Yeah.
They're
always going to need plumbers, always going to need electricians.
Dick jokes.
And no, unfortunately, they don't need many dick jokes.
They don't need dick jokes.
No. In fact, every time I send off a tape to somebody, they go, no, we don't need what you're doing. I say, what do you need? They go, not what you're doing. That's the exact... Yeah, like, how do you get to be a program developer? Is there a course that you get to be, like, a head of entertainment for CBC? Is there an... I filled out... Trust me, I have filled out applications, and they thank me for it.
Leave me out of this one, Kenny.
But I mean, is there something? Because okay, well, I don't want to get you in trouble because you're working, but the rest of us that don't work, we want to know, how do these people that make these decisions get their gigs with no background of ever being on the boards?
Well, yeah, exactly. Sometimes they come from banking backgrounds. I know one time my buddy and I had a show that was getting close to being developed, and basically a couple of bankers told us they didn't find it funny, and
you said,
all their people that they had hired to develop shows loved it, and had got us to this.
And then the bankers turned your script around and said, your brother won't show you this.
Look, yeah.
But this is the cost, and this is the possible returns we can get from your idea.
Yeah. I don't know what do you do?
And you know who'll be laughing? You will, because we paid you to give us the shit that we're not going to buy.
Right.
Oh, man, it's a tough game. So, well, it's almost... I hate the way how, wrapping it up here with this whole Donald Trump thing. I hate the abuse that Obama has taken in the past 8 years. He's taken it from both the left and the right. The right because he was Muslim and born in Kenya and a socialist. Yeah. And then the people on the left saying he's a tool of Wall Street. And he's a puppet to the Zionists, and he's a this and he's that. And the poor guy's getting pop, 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 pop. Yeah. Almost like in Chinatown when he's slapping Faye Dunaway. It's my father. It's my daughter. It's my that whole thing.
Right, exactly.
So I think America kind of deserves to have the asshat that Donald Trump is their president. Just because from where we are,
that would be amazing.
Because where we are here,
if Trump was president,
it's just gonna be giggles for us.
Man, I don't know. That might not be all giggles. Holy shit!
I got a thing that.
Do you think when it's all said and done, Obama's scoreboard will be positive? Are you going to be happy when the sum total of things accomplished?
Yeah. I mean, I know many blacks were upset. They thought they were going to get 40 acres and a mule.
Yeah.
And, what has he done for black people? Well, he hasn't returned us to chains.
Right.
So there's going to be no perfect president.
No.
I mean, up until John F. Kennedy was assassinated, we all thought he was perfect, and for 10 years after we did. And then all people can do now is talk about all the things that Kennedy was foul and dirty in.
Right.
So every president has this moment of being loved and hated. But I think in the end, Obama will be, not bad, not everything that everybody hoped for, because he came with so much hope. Mm-hmm. He came, it's like Obama's presidency was like that first day of the baseball season with your team. You read all about the rookies, you got your free agent signings, and you got rid of the guy that was injured at third base, and you think you're going to clinch you think you're going to go 162-0. Yeah. And you're 19 games out of first place at the All-Star break. Right. But you're going, but look at the injuries. But it doesn't change. You still thought you're going to have something big happening. So, anyway, so Trump will be good. Vice President running mate for Trump. We're going to have Dumb and Dumber in the White House. We got to make it good, right?
Oh, I haven't thought of that. That's a really interesting idea. Has he named anyone?
No, he's just picking fights with all the other acts.
Right?
He's picking.
Of course, it feels like a showcase.
He's picking fights with all the other Republicans.
It feels like a showcase audition night.
It is.
Holy Christ!
He says, "Who am I going to go after next?"
I don't know, man. That's a great question.
It's going to have to be somebody business, somebody ridiculous. I mean, he won't make a Sarah Palin mistake.
No.
But maybe Donald say, I don't need a VP, and we're going to have a constitution change so there doesn't have to be a standing. No, Donald, you haven't been voted CEO. And nothing else, we won't have to worry about paying that money back to China.
No, he'll sort that out.
He'll file bankruptcy.
Yeah.
Anyway, folks, we have to file bankruptcy now because we're out of time. And that's right, we are time challenged. This is Tim Steves. Where are you going to be again this next couple of weeks?
Comedy Bar Saturday night, and I'll be working with you on the Nubian show on Sunday night.
And watch for Rick Mercer's report, because you'll be seeing some of Tim's stuff. Do you ever get on camera, or are you just strictly off?
No, we stay in the shop. And
you'll see his name in the credits. So
that's right.
He wasn't lying. He really do write for this show. Anyway, folks, thanks for checking out this show. This is Kenny Robinson breaking down the news, and you've been broke down.